You probably noticed it too, but ads and hard sales tactics don't stick like they used to. But stories, well, stories captivate, they connect, and more importantly, they actually convert. So today we're gonna talk about why every business needs to shift from selling to storytelling and have a media mindset. This is really the future of marketing. So let's dive in. We're gonna be covering why storytelling works so well in marketing. So how brands like Apple, Nike, Coca-Cola are crushing it with this approach, and simple ways that you can start crafting your own brand story today. So why is storytelling so effective? It's because stories tap into our emotions. They're memorable and they build trust. Something we're all craving in a world full of noise. Think about it. Would you rather hear a list of facts about a product or a story of how it changed someone's life? So let's take a look at some of these brands. Apple, right? We all know Apple. They don't sell computers, they sell creativity and empowerment. Remember the Think Different campaign? It wasn't about specs, it was about changing the world. We'll talk more about that later. Then there's Nike. Their Just Do It campaign inspires us to overcome obstacles. It's not just shoes, it's triumph and achievement. Then Coca-Cola, their holiday ads, all about family, joy, nostalgia. That's why they're a staple of every celebration. Stories make your brand more human. When people see themselves in your narrative, you create emotional resonance. That is connection, and it lasts a lot longer than just some promotion. So let's jump back in Apple, right? Creativity and empowerment. Apple is not selling their devices as much as they're selling a lifestyle rooted in creativity, individuality, and innovation. So the Think Different campaign, this is a perfect example of this. Instead of just showcasing product features, Apple celebrated groundbreaking individuals like Albert Einstein, Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. This approach positioned Apple as a brand for visionaries and dreamers, a community of people who dare to challenge the status quo. This is important here. This is story at work. So here's why this works for Apple. They focus on storytelling made to make their audiences feel something more emotionally and to connect it to a bigger mission. They don't sell laptops, their phones, they sell tools for creative expression. So by operating like a media company, Apple creates content, so their keynotes, their commercials, videos, etc., that inspires and educates while subtly embedding their products in an aspirational narrative. The lesson here for businesses like yours is that Apple shows us that storytelling is about selling the why, not the what. Their ability to create compelling narratives sets them apart in a market that can be crowded. And think about how they're investing in Apple TV, in their original entertainment, another form of content and media company creation. Now let's look closer at Nike. So Nike's Just Do It campaign, it's iconic, we all know it, because it taps into a universal human experience of overcoming challenges. So their ads focus on personal triumphs like Serena Williams breaking barriers in tennis or marathon runners achieving impossible goals. These stories are not about Nike shoes, they're about what the wearer achieves while wearing them. It's a byproduct of wearing the shoes, right? So here's why it works. Nike's content, it drives emotion. Their media extends beyond traditional ads. This includes inspirational short films, podcasts, even user-generated content. The company of Nike positions itself as a platform for storytelling. It encourages its audience to share their own stories of resilience and victory. The lesson you can learn here is that Nike teaches us that great storytelling isn't just about telling your story, it's about empowering your audience to see themselves as the hero of the story that you're telling, of their own journey. Okay, now Coca-Cola, they talk about joy, nostalgia, and togetherness. In fact, check out my recent review of their AI-only advertisement, which created a lot of controversy, honestly, but I had my own take. So we'll link up that video in the description. Coca-Cola has mastered the art of associating their brand with happy memories and shared experiences. Their holiday campaigns like the iconic "Holidays Are Coming" trucks or the polar bears focus on family, joy, and togetherness. These ads make Coca-Cola synonymous with celebrations and special moments. So Coca-Cola creates universal stories that resonate globally. Here's why this absolutely works. Coca-Cola creates universal stories that resonate on a global scale. Their content spans mediums from TV ads to social media campaigns, branded films, still images, billboards even. They think like a media company by producing high quality, original, feel-good content that creates emotional bonds with their audience. So the lesson you as a business can learn from Coca-Cola is that you can show that you too can transcend product marketing by connecting your brand to universal emotions people feel during shared experiences. Okay, so another brand I really like what they're doing is MailChimp. MailChimp empowers small businesses through media. Now, MailChimp simply is like an email marketing software, but they have transcended, risen above that approach, and they put content creation at the level of some of the biggest media companies. They produce MailChimp Presents, which is a hub of original film, series, and podcasts designed to inspire and support small businesses, their target audience. So their content ranges from documentaries about entrepreneurs to fictional series that tap into the struggles of modern day creators. So why this works for MailChimp is it's not just about selling another email tool, but they're about building a community of creative, ambitious people. So by investing in and creating original media, MailChimp has established themselves as a thought leader in entrepreneurship, creativity, making their platform more than just a tool. It's actually a partner in growth and inspiration. So the lesson you as a business can learn from MailChimp is that MailChimp has proven you don't need a physical product to tell powerful stories. You can use storytelling to align your brand with the aspirations and challenges of your actual audience. Another company that is a media company, but sell a product that is not media is Red Bull. Red Bull is known for living in the extreme. They don't just sell energy drinks, they sell adrenaline and adventure. So their media empire that they built includes Red Bull TV, magazines, viral videos on social media, featuring extreme sports and feats of human endurance and achievement. So their partnership with athletes and sponsorship of events like Red Bull Flood Tag ensures that their brand is synonymous with excitement and pushing the limits. So Red Bull has become a media powerhouse by creating content that mirrors their audience's passion for adventure. They've transitioned from being a beverage company to being a lifestyle brand, which is crazy to think that they just sell energy drinks at the end of the day, but they also sell experience and adventure. So Red Bull here demonstrates that brands can own their niche by producing content that embodies their audience's lifestyle, making their products secondary to the experience. Okay, let's talk about another brand, Yeti. Yeti builds lifestyle around outdoors. So Yeti is known for its coolers and outdoor gear, but they create stunning visual content through short films, documentaries, and social media. Their storytelling highlights the rugged, adventurous lifestyle of their target audience, featuring fishermen, hunters, explorers. Yeti's storytelling celebrates the passions of their audience, making their products the symbol of a lifestyle rather than just tools. They act as a media company producing high-quality, story-driven content that reinforces their brand values. So a lesson here for you is even though niche brands can create compelling stories that resonate deeply with specific. Another brand favorite that has invested in media company creation for themselves is Patagonia. They invite storytelling into their messaging and their content by amplifying their environmental mission. Through documentaries, blog posts, and campaigns, they address climate change, sustainability, conservation. For example, their Worn Wear campaign encourages their customers to repair their gear instead of buying new products. This aligns the brand with eco-conscious values. So Patagonia's storytelling approach isn't about selling products, it's actually about creating a movement. They align their audience's values using their platform to educate and inspire. Patagonia shows that brands can build trust and loyalty by using storytelling to champion causes that their customers do care about. Even smaller businesses can adopt a media mindset. Here's how this looks. First, leverage niche expertise. Share valuable, unique insights that your audience can't find anywhere else. Then invest in high quality content. So like MailChimp, who produces content that educates and inspires, you too can do so with your audience by not just selling them. And then build a community. So you can engage audiences through stories that resonate with their values, challenges, and aspirations, what they want. So you got to think like a media company here. These brands, though bigger, create a deeper emotional connection. They build a community, loyalty, and they prove that storytelling isn't just luxury, it's actually essential to win in marketing today. So what's your brand story and how can you tell it? Well, let's talk about this. And if you haven't checked it out already, I've got a video just about brand storytelling that you can check out in the description below. Okay, so first off, you got to identify your core brand story. What problem do you solve? Who do you solve it for? Use 3 pillars of storytelling. Relatability, so make your audience the hero. Authenticity, keep it real. It builds trust here. And then structure. Every story needs a beginning, so the problem, a middle, the struggle, and an end, the solution. Okay, so with all this said, here's what I want to say. If your business isn't thinking like a media company, you're already falling behind. And no, you don't need to be a Nike or an Apple to do this. In fact, everyday businesses, local shops, startups, even solopreneurs can stand out and grow by adopting a media-first mindset. So let's talk about how this shift can make a difference for your business. In marketing today, attention is the most valuable form of currency. People aren't just buying products or services anymore. They're buying into the stories being told to them. They're choosing brands they trust, relate to, and feel connected to. And the best way to build that connection is by showing up consistently as a storyteller and media company. So to start thinking and acting like a media company, step 1, you need to define your content pillars. These are the key themes that connect your business to your audience. So think of them as stories that you want to tell. So for example, a restaurant might focus on recipes, behind the scenes stories, and sourcing local ingredients. Or a real estate agent might share home buying tips, client success stories, and neighborhood spotlights. Start with 2 to 3 pillars and create content consistently around them. Step 2, pick your platforms wisely. You don't need to be everywhere, just where your audience is actually spending their time online. So are your customers visual learners? Then focus on Instagram or TikTok. Or is education your angle? Start a blog or try a YouTube channel. Do you want to build more connection? Then try LinkedIn or email newsletters. The goal is to meet your audience where they already spend their time and not force them to a platform that they're not going to adopt and jump onto. And then step 3, tell stories, not sales pitches. So here's a golden rule. Focus on value first and the sales will follow. And then step 4, which is one of my favorites, is to leverage video. Video in your marketing is no longer an optional option. It's non-negotiable, and it's the fastest way to build trust and connection. But start small. So film quick tips or FAQs with your phone, do a weekly behind the scenes or behind the business update, share success stories from your customers, but don't overthink production. Authenticity beats perfection every single time. Step 5, be consistent. So think of your business as a show. Just like your favorite Netflix series, your audience should know when to expect a new episode from you. So create a content calendar and then stick with it. All right, so now let's talk about the long-term payoff of acting like a media company. It's not just a trendy marketing idea, it's actually how you future-proof your business and create a sustainable growth engine. So the payoff here, building an audience that buys. Here's what happens when you commit to this approach. You first build trust at scale. So imagine hundreds or thousands of people watching your videos, reading your blogs, or listening to your podcasts. You're creating a relationship with them before they even think about buying from you. You can create a library of evergreen content. Content can live forever, especially on YouTube. So that tutorial that you post today, it could be bringing customers years from now. Think of your content as digital real estate. It appreciates in value over time, which is insane and an incredible opportunity for you, especially with a video first approach. You can also stand out in a saturated market. So when everyone else is shouting, buy from me, your stories cut through the noise. You're no longer just another business. You're the business people remember. Okay, so this can feel overwhelming, right? But start small. And here's just a few strategies and tips to get started. Commit to one series. So you can start a weekly video series or blog. Keep it simple. Shot from your phone, your webcam, like answering one customer question per week. Then try repurposing everything. Turn one piece of content into many. A blog can become a video can become a TikTok, and everything can become a social media post. Then invite your customers to share their experiences. Use hashtags or contests to collect user-generated content and amplify their voice to become the hero in the story that you're telling. Then track engagement. You got to measure what's working and what's not. So track views as well and conversions and see what resonates the most, and then double down on what's working. So when you think and act like a media company, you're not just running a business, you're creating a platform that inspires, educates, and builds lasting connections with your target audience. That's how you stand out, and that's how you grow. So where are you in your media empire building journey? Are you producing a regular series? Do you have your own content hub of original media and content that you're producing consistently? Let me know where you are in this journey in the comments down below. And make sure to like and subscribe for more optimistic media tips and marketing topics just like this.